Hi there.
Well, you made an exciting face.
We watched a movie.
We sure did.
I did what I do best, and I bought a movie without seeing it.
Unsight Unseen.
The Apparition, starring that one girl from Twilight and that one guy from Harry Potter. Draco Malfoy, and then Robert Pattinson's sister.
How does it start, J-Mo?
Well,
this lovely movie.
There is a girl and her boyfriend, and they appear to be living at, like a rental property of her parents. So they're living there, and it's a new house, it's in a new development.
But before that, Malfoy and...
Oh, you're right. Let's take it all the way back. I'm sorry. I apologize. Strike that. Reverse it. So if you go back to the way beginning, the movie starts basically with sort of like a seance back in the 70s.
Oh, right. Oh, God. Way back.
Like the Charles experiment?
The Charles experiment.
They were trying to, like, get in touch with an old colleague, and I don't
really... Who cares?
I don't even know what the results were. But Draco Malfoy and the girl's boyfriend from Twilight, before they were dating... and Ben... get together and they try and redo this experiment and reenact it or have it happen again. In the process, his girlfriend at the time, like,
Lydia.
disappears. Is that her name?
Yeah.
Oh. Someone's on fire tonight. She, like, disappears into the wall.
The wall eats her.
The wall eats her.
Essentially, yeah.
So, I guess at this point he's distanced himself from the whole thing. He doesn't want to do those seances anymore. He's, like, cut ties with all those people.
Right, so he's going to start dating the chick from Twilight.
And I think they've been dating for a while. They're living together.
But it's after the seance.
Oh, yeah, I would say it's, like, a while.
So him and Malfoy, like, aren't friends anymore.
Well, Malfoy keeps trying to call him, and he just
he keeps trying to email him.
His name is Patrick, that's right. Draco Malfoy, Tom Felton is Patrick in the movie.
Yeah, and he keeps trying to email this Ben guy, like...
You're in danger.
We tried to do this again. We're going to do it again. Okay, fine. You're not going to call me. We're going to do it with or without you. Meaning another seance. Mm-hmm. Something went wrong. Call me right away. You're in danger.
And the thing is, they move into this house and, little creepy stuff happens. They get this weird fungus. And,
there's, like, mold in the corner.
Like, all their clothes get, like, destroyed, tied in knots.
Her hangers are, like, bent and
stuff,
tied
and
nuts.
He doesn't even feel the need to, like, tell her about his what he did, a few years before.
So the Ben guy's dating the Twilight girl, and he doesn't tell her anything.
And he's not even, like, addressing it. Like, why is this happening? I have no idea. It certainly isn't from a botched seance.
Certainly couldn't be from the seance I did a couple years ago with Malfoy.
With my English friend.
Draco.
So finally, crap gets so messed up that he calls Patrick. Well, they leave and stay at a hotel, and some more scary stuff happens. So finally, he calls Patrick back. And
none of this stuff is scary, by the way. Her saying scary and creepy stuff happens. I mean,
there's like a growth on the wall.
It's kind of creepy, but
there's like a shadow.
You're feeling very unfulfilled at this point, and then.
And then
we're all in the house, Malfoy
and
Twilight Girl, and Ben.
So now they've decided to do some sort of reverse EEG and power it up to like 40,000, and somehow that'll close the door.
They put the transmitters everywhere that they ever saw the ghosts. And they power them all up,
and we were sitting there like, wouldn't that give it, like, more power?
Because energy is
like,
what...
The first seance unlocked the door. The second seance opened the door. And this third one, if they play it in reverse and power it up, is going to close the door.
And Malfoy, they repeated that about 18 times. So you really...
Didn't work!
And of course it didn't work, because it just made
Malfoy gets sucked into a dark pit. He didn't even get to finish his friggin' Corona.
I know.
Did you see that? He was having a Corona.
And he was, like, grasping for it when they put him...
I need
Corona.
When they
put like, no, Corona!
I think that's were his last words. No Corona!
Malfoy has a receding hairline.
Poor guy. He's a young man.
Yeah.
He's younger than us. He's in his early 20s.
The bald gene, it doesn't
there's nothing
pick favorites.
you can do about it.
It doesn't pick favorites.
It doesn't. You're right. You're right.
What are you going to do?
I don't know.
What's it going to do?
Your dad and brother have a full head of hair.
Full head of hair,
and
but I started going gray when I was like 23.
I noticed some gray hairs in here recently.
Okay,
either way.
I started going... Okay.
Either way, at this point, they go back in because they were out doing something outside. They come back in, and they realize Malfoy's gone. He gave them directions previously to his safe house, which is like a weird cage he built in his basement.
With electricity flowing!
And there's sparks, and so they drive out there, and they get in the cage, and the Twilight girl is like, oh, Ben,
and then dude disappears out of the cage.
She's looking that way, and he's behind her.
And she doesn't say anything. She turns around, sees that he's gone, and just goes... She doesn't even start calling his name. Nothing. She doesn't do anything. And then she hears... Go.
And then she goes in the closet, and he's like...
And he's like this. And then he goes...
Gone. She runs.
So it looks just like The Ring.
And then she runs with the flashlight in the forest. There's flailing. And then I don't know if she hears something, but she stops and turns around, and there's like this... What was it? Like
a weird green woman, and then all of a sudden she's in like Dreamland, and she's in fucking Sport Mart, which doesn't exist anymore. She's in
like a Costco.
No, she's in Menards, and she sees the tenting area
because they have like food in there. Menards doesn't have like a food section.
Oh, there's food in the fantasy?
Because previously they were shopping there at the beginning.
Oh,
diversion. Either way, she gets
into a
color
tent.
is weird, and like I'm like, oh, something's weird happening. So she goes to the store. And there's no one there. Like nothing. Everything is abandoned.
She gets into a tent.
Zips herself in, and then slowly hands just
start like coming. Like,
and then the last one just goes,
and then pulls her in the back of the tent, and movie's over.
Scene.
This movie was so bad. It was so bad, I am still very upset. She wanted to do a review, and I said, why waste our time?
She did.
That's what a piece of... Nothing.
That's how it ends.
Apparated. Nothing apparated.
Well... There was that shadow.
Yeah. What we did see in this was a form of a woman that looked just like the Grudge, and a mouth from a semi going to be dead body that looked just like the Ring.
It really
after you watch the Ring video, remember with the
blind purchase, not my best blind purchase.
One of the bad ones.
I have to support my Harry Potter peeps, but I have
Harry Potter? Oh, Malfoy?
Just Malfoy's in it.
God.
I would have to say it had the opportunity to be so scary.
No.
And so many movies have opportunities to be scary.
I suppose it did, but it was...
think about it in a good director's hands or in a good screenwriter's hands. They could bust it up 8 notches, and it could be cool.
Yeah, if it was totally 100% different.
This was...
This
was not cool. It had no jump scares. There were a lot of close-ups of faces like this.
I mean, maybe there were a couple like
a little scary,
minuscule, creepy parts,
but it really did not deliver. I think I would have to give it like a D.
Seriously, like D minus, almost an F plus.
It's really.
Don't buy it. Don't waste your time. Fuck a Malfoy. Don't. Just don't.
I mean, you can give it a try, but...
No, don't.
We both really didn't like it.
Don't.
You could maybe give it a...
No, don't.
If you want.
Don't.
I'd say...
Don't.
You might like it.
Do not. Even don't.
There's a shower scene. Nothing happens in it.
You don't see shit. Don't.
I guess don't.